It is with profound sadness that we announce the passing of our family matriarch, Rachael Pierre Louis Joseph, better known as Ma Française, Miss Nono O. Lawrence, of Belvedere, Fossé Jacques, but resided at New Development, Soufrière. She passed away on February 3, 2026, at approximately 8:05 p.m. at the Mount Sinai Brooklyn Hospital, New York. She was 78 years young. She was predeceased by her husband, Patrick Joseph, her mother, Janie Pierre-Louis, her sister, Juliana Pierre-Louis, left to mourn are her ex-husband, Constantine Norbert Prosper, better known as Bobot or Flame or Fossé Jacques Soufrière, her 10 children, Cyrena Prosper Albert, better known as Lily, proprietor of Lily's Place in Fossé Jacques Soufrière, Blaise Prosper, better known as Paikan, proprietor of Blaise Auto Parts, Bois Castries, Columbus Prosper, better known as Colobo, or Belea, or Sponge, of Brooklyn, New York. Matthew Prosper, security officer at the Soufrière Boys Primary School. Innocenta Prosper Johnny, better known as Aino, retired senior tax officer of Inland Revenue Department, Castries. Georgiana Pierre-Louis George, better known as Georgie, or Delphia in St. John, USVI. Innocent Pierre-Louis, better known as Anselm, proprietor of Jean Moon là-bas, Soufrière Beachfront. Lucia Pierre-Louis, massage therapist in Palmas, Soufrière. Flaviana Ogis, U.S. soldier at Fort Carson, Colorado. Cletus Pierre-Louis, better known as Termite, certified field trainer at Rentokil Pest Control, Ontario, Canada. Sisters Marilyn Pierre-Louis in New York. Venancia Peter, better known as Valencia, in St. Croix. Cyrena Pierre-Louis, St. Louis and family in New York. Irene Pierre-Louis and family in Colorado. Leona Gabriel and family in Georgia. Balbina Pierre-Louis, nurse in North Carolina. Brothers Aurelius Pierre-Louis, better known as Julian and family in St. Croix, USVI. Joseph Pierre-Louis, better known as Reno and family of Fossé Jacques Soufrière. Elitarius Pierre-Louis, better known as Taurus and family in St. Croix and St. Lucia. Rufus Pierre-Louis and family in Gablewoods, Castries. 33 grandchildren. Shimon Prosper, proprietor, 7-star artificial lawn installation. Anista Maximin, customer relations executive at Bank of St. Lucia, Soufrière. Anisha Maximin, events manager at Cabot, St. Lucia. Vanessa Prosper Hippolyte, employee of Sugar Beach in Soufrière. Alana Maximin, sales marketing and wedding coordinator, Coconut Bay Beach Resort and Spa. Aeneas Maximin in Canada. Tana Blair Prosper, registered children nurse in London. Alicia Christelle Jean-Baptiste, Delhi supervisor at Starfish, USVI. Tonio Dudley Perez Francis, senior software engineer and husband Deshaun Allen Gamble in New York. Tamisha Prosper, registered nurse in South Carolina. Nikki Michelle Jameson and husband Kevin Jameson in Virginia. Columbus Prosper Jr. in Texas. Raheem Prosper of Virginia. Chevelle, Chevin, and Shania Julian of Fort Beignet Soufrière, Mercedes Prosper and Nyla Prosper in New York, Eric Charles Prosper, proprietor of Pest Pro Solutions in Innisfil, Ontario, Canada, Glenroy Mark Vincent, general manager of Leslie's in Houston, Texas, Rihanna Cami Vincent, accounts clerk at the Treasury Department, Castries, Nerissa Yandi Herman, human resource manager in Brooklyn, New York, Marvus Innocent Mathre, employee of Sandals Grand Resort, Leon Lennox, member of MTX Band, Pyrissa Pierre-Louis, employee of KM2 Solutions in Union, Castries, Manish Pierre-Louis, supervisor, Jen Semunla Ba Soufrière, Kezia Pierre-Louis, student of Soufrière Infant School, Chevy Ogis, U.S. soldier at Fort Sam, Houston, Texas, Gabriel Ogis, Joel Andre, bartender at Hotel Chocolat, Itangs, Soufrière, Lavone Andre, chef at Jade Mountain, Zion Alcindor of Captain Del Tours, Zionai Alcindor, also known as Coco Boy of Clearwater Tours, Earth Rachael Alcindor, student at Leon Hess Secondary School, the granddaughter who always visited Mama after school, Brianna Albertini Price in Ontario, Canada. 13 great-grandchildren including Caden and Amelia Prosper in Toronto, Canada, Deshaun Lionel of St. John USVI, J.C. Joseph of Soufrière, Leilani Lennox, student of the Soufrière Infant School, Marvin Hippolyte of New Development Soufrière, Jamal Gustav, student at the Soufrière Comprehensive Secondary School, Jada of Jay's Touch in New Development Soufrière, Malik Morrison and Riley Maximin of Year 4, Casper and Jaden Prosper in the UK, Dylan Gladstone in the UK, Adana, Alisa, and Jade Maximin of Mocha, Fosse Jacques, great-great-grandchildren including Joel St. Ange of Soufrière, sons-in-law, Charles Albert, manager, Gopito Nature Trail, Wilson Johnny, building contractor in St. Croix USVI, Calix George, building contractor in St. John USVI, Vincent Alcindor, mason in St. Martin, Chris Ogis of Colorado Springs, daughters-in-law, Felina Pierre Prosper, proprietor of Blair's Auto Parts Castries, Angeli James in Brooklyn, New York, Lorna Pierre-Louis, proprietor of Jen Amoun Laba, Beachfront Soufrière, Jenny Albertina Pierre-Louis, nurse of Sunnybrook's Hospital in Ontario, Canada, Patricia Jean-Baptiste and family in St. John USVI, Lucia Francis, former daughter-in-law in Virginia, brothers-in-law, Martin Peter in St. Croix, Bonitas St. Louis of Brooklyn, New York, Ignatius Gabriel, better known as IJ, of Mondador Castries, Stanley Joseph and family of New Development Soufrière, sister-in-law, Aurelia Leonti Pierre-Louis in Gablewoods, Castries, many nieces including Christine Pierre-Louis in New York, Emily Sanchez and family in Virginia, Bernice Peter and family, Werner Greenaway and family in Pennsylvania, Aurea Pierre-Louis Edward and family in Grand Riviere, Groseilliers. Many nephews including Junior Peter in St. Croix, USVI, Marcellus Pierre Louis and family in Atlanta, Casey Pierre Louis and family in Arizona, Lucius Pierre Louis and family of Barbano Castries, Leonard Pierre Louis and family in Colorado, caregiver Sylvia James of Fort Jacques Soufre. Other relatives included Columbus Philip, proprietor of La Belvedere in Fort Jacques, Anicia Faustin of New Development Soufre, Janet Daisy and family, originally of Belvedere Fort Jacques, but now in Marisol Castries, Hilary Pierre Louis and family of Fort Jacques, family of deceased aunt Amélie Montlouis included Juliana Faustin and family of Fort Jacques, Innocenta Henry and family in Trinidad, family of deceased cousin Bernadette Moses of Fort Jacques, family of deceased uncle Sidon Février of Montjacques Chouzel, including Clarence Février and family of Montjacques Chouzel, family of deceased aunt Elsie Victor of Fort Jacques, family of deceased uncle François Février of L'Espérance, Fort Jacques, family of deceased uncle Jacob Février of Lafague Chouzel, including Catherine Février, family of deceased uncle Laxley Marsley, better known as Sobi of Fort Jacques, family of a deceased aunt Theodora Philip of Fort Jacques and Castries, family of deceased aunt Maud Alexander of Fort Jacques and Castries, including Dimphna Augustine, teacher at Fort Jacques Primary School, family of deceased uncle Joseph Marslin, better known as Joy of Belvedere, Fort Jacques, including Leon Marslin, better known as Cyril of Belvedere, Fort Jacques, Mary George of Belvedere, family of deceased aunt Eunice Smith of Trinidad, including Sandra Smith Richards, family of Stephen and Euphemie Marsley in New York, Billia Février of Mocha, Fort Jacques, Monica George and family of Crestland, Mary Frankie of Fort Jacques, Marius Felix and family of Etangs Soufre, the Pierre-Louis family of Fort Jacques, the Matthew family of Soufre, the Jabatis family of Fort Benier Soufre, the Février family of Fort Jacques and Soufre, the Marius family of Wavine Claire and Soufre, the Victor family of Fort Jacques and Soufre, the Marslin family of Fort Jacques and Soufre, the Prosper family of Fort Jacques and Soufre, Ricky James and the entire James family of Soufre, the Lascaris family of Soufre. Hairstylist, Christa Herman of Palmas Soufre. Friends, Simon and Mary Athanas of St. John USVI, Wilma and Romanus Jean-Philippe of New Development Soufre, Virginia Jean-Baptiste of Palmas Soufre. Family friends, Nicholas Nestor in Chosel, Gemma Gustave and family of Pébouche Barbano, Zandra Pierre Nelson and family of Pébouche Barbano, Lucina Justin and family of Plateau Barbano, Philomene Sinclair of Casaba Groselet, Nancy Francis of Carolie Castries, Merle Felix of Beauséjour Groselet, many other relatives and friends both of Fort Jacques and Soufre, too numerous to mention. A memorial service for our late matriarch, Rachael Pierre Louis Joseph, also known as Ma Française, Miss Nono or Lawrence of New Development Soufre, will be held on Saturday, February 14, 2026, in Brooklyn, New York at 1 p.m. She will be returned to her homeland, where she will be laid to rest at a subsequent date.